should also now be audible. There we go. Very nice. Hello, hello. My name is General Spyro, and I was tricked by the bus fairies. But I'm here now. Hello, everyone.
Fairies or gremlins?
I am pretty sure they were fairies.
Yes,
However,
the bus in the Feywild.
However, I'm here now. So, once again, we're going to go through introductions of who you are and who you're playing, classes and levels. Because this is Burning Crowns, Dungeons & Dragons, and I'm joined by the members of the Long Promise. Say hi, everyone.
No.
Hi, everyone.
There's apples to oranges, but everyone has a giant suit of armor somewhere in their pants.
That's what my last girlfriend said.
It's been nice.
Alright, as always,
Don't worry, we all have Gundams somewhere.
character introductions are go! Ares, start us off, please.
Hi, I am Ares. I play Volk. I am a human Inquisitive Rogue 3, Gunslinger 10. I go pew pew. Novi, your turn, please.
Hi, I'm Dante. I am a level 13 lore bard. I do stuff and do annoying things. So we're gonna send it over to Jason.
I'm Jason.
We're gonna let Jack have the inspiration.
I'm Jason. I'm playing Ash of the House of Van, and he's a level 13 Battle Master
Warbard.
fighter. I guess that leaves Jack.
Hi, I'm Jack. I am playing Kage. He is a samurai fighter of level 12 and a single level in rogue for stabby, sneaky expertise things. He hit things very hard, and then they die. Which is a nice segue into the last session, where we went up to the castle with the intention of putting up the force field to put Ember in the force field so that Ember cannot leave. We successfully talked down the small fry and walked up, went to the epic final second, what's the one before it? Penultimate final battle. I don't think that works. The penultimate battle, we'll just say the penultimate battle with some guy that I forget the name of because he died very quickly when Kage hit him for a lot of damage. And then the rest of them scattered like ants. We put the force field back up. So Sue is now stuck in the castle, maintaining the force field, and Ember very angry, and now we're going off to kill Ember.
Very accurate assertion. So far, indeed.
Did I do good, Dad?
You did. You get a point of inspiration, and so does the party. Use it wisely.
Yay!
Am I a real boy, Papa?
I will put it in the lists, since our usual person to do that is not here.
They
Well.
are alive at the time.
Well, now. As we have been ever so apparent, the party of the Long Promise finds itself in a bit of a precarious situation. Within the throne room, as Superbia is performing the ritual, Benevolt is assisting her, and so is Huldrum. Each of you bears a few wounds and marks from your previous battle against the Dragon Hand, but the barrier stands and holds. The Elder Dragon, enraged by its confinement, appears to be tearing the city apart in retribution. As you are watching the events unfold, the question I have to pose to all of you is, as it stands, what are you all doing?
I want to kill.
Looking at the distance it takes to get there. I look to the king. It's like, hey, is there anything you guys can do and get us like griffins or something, like a mount to get us over to the dragon?
Do you ask?
Some help would be
walking
much
doesn't
appreciated.
The king does respond to this.
I would be
Yes.
hella casual.
His eyes focus on you.
Like,
He squints
like
a
a
little,
turn that.
and he says, "If I had access to the griffins, I would have given them to you. I am afraid that the house I entrusted to be here to support me has not provided any. My condolences." As for the king himself, now that you have a moment to get a good look at him, he looks like an adult man, around his 30 years of age, maybe his late 29s. He has rugged, dark hair, and there's a perpetual shade that crosses over his eyes. The crown on his head seems finely crafted, and is emanating a magical aura. He seems a little displeased, but that's the best you can see on a glance.
Uh,
However, I will say, though you have caught me at an inopportune time, you have managed to save one of the most important people under my direct authority. He looks over to the Archpriest. Florentine, tell me that your magic is not completely expended. The priest stands up to his full height, and you see a man donned in holy vestments who is looking worse for wear. Yes, my liege. I should be able to perform a miracle just yet. Excellent. Whatever it is my saviors demand, you will provide. State the nature of your request. He looks over towards you, Danta.
I look at everyone that's going. I'm like, I'm gonna need someone to carry what, 4 unconscious bodies? I get that sounds really weird. Trust me. Trust process.
The royal guards look at one another within the room, and the king nods. Fine! Necromancer, you will have your toys.
Okay, no. I don't need anybody dead. All right? Don't kill yourselves. Jesus Christ. He's a cool friend of mine, but don't do it.
Who the hell is Jesus?
Well, his name's Jesus, but if I say that here, y'all get really weird.
What do you need them for? You have put us all in grave danger. Waste not my time.
They could carry my friends, right?
If you need them carried somewhere, speak openly. Now!
Look, I need them to carry my friends over to the fight. They'll be ready when they get there. Just trust me.
Deal.
Cool. I look at my party, and as it's gonna take however long it is to walk over there, I'm gonna hit them with catnap.
Oh. Does anyone object to a short rest?
I mean,
Short
Ash never turns
rest.
down a nap.
No.
There you go. There you go, everybody.
Oh, neat.
Catnap at 4th level.
I don't know if we have 10 minutes. Because we heard that Ember was coming here immediately, right?
We're walking there.
No, Ember is just flying around burning shit.
It's gonna take us 10 minutes to get there.
Oh, it will take you
Probably
more than 10
longer
minutes.
than
And 10 minutes passes very fast.
Yeah.
Sure then.
Very well.
It's an action to cast.
So all of you fall unconscious, and you haven't told where you are supposed to be taken to. Great!
Yeah, the
We're
fight.
heading to the dragon.
Oh, fantastic. As you feel your consciousness leave your mind, the last thing you will hear is the king's scowl falling.
We hear
on-
him scowling.
The king's scowl.
It's really
falls-
loud and not
That
loud.
eyebrow is just. Ooh.
It's like marble on rock, like.
Just a concrete scrape noise.
Yeah. His scowl falls upon the Archpriest, and his voice, though booming, becomes but a distant echo as he says, "We will have words, all of you." And darkness claims you.
Yay, hit dice time.
Dante goes like, oh, yada, 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 yada.
You will get the benefits of a
Save
short
your life.
rest. Yes, please roll your hit dice and get yourself some hit points. Those of you who need them, I'm certain you will need them. Those of you who regain resources on a short rest, please make sure to get those resources back up. If you want to, you can
Let's
click
do
the
it.
button in the Roll20. The Roll20 button will give you the power to regain your resources. Yes, very good.
Like, 8. 3 on 1, 2.
Yes,
What are
yes,
my
very-
total
very
hit
good.
points?
Dante looking while they're asleep. You got anything to help slay a dragon?
147.
Cannons or something to fire at it?
Are you not asleep, Dante?
No, I targeted 4 people. There's 5 people here. I get
Ah.
nothing back under short rest besides bardic inspirations.
Okay.
So I'm just like,
Someone's gonna wake us up if we get into trouble.
that's what I'm saying. Someone's gotta wake him up.
The knights who you're moving alongside with do remark they do have some. The kingdom has some treasures within the treasury, but they are not going to give you nothing because the king has to do that.
Oh no, I'm talking about like cannons.
That's for
or
after
something.
we save the city.
Yeah, don't worry.
Oh,
Why is he
it's
so
a noob.
mad?
one of the knights looks over towards you when you ask the question. As he's sort of carrying Kage. Mad? You should have seen him during his coronation. He was acting like a bloody child, given free reign within the pastry shop. He's been mad ever since the city has been under siege. Oh, whoa. He's not very heavy looking, but damn. Okay.
Or he's just
Okay.
gonna bubble pastries.
So he's always been like this?
Silver,
Always.
welcome. You get a short rest.
Yippee!
And when you ask that, the knight
Never mind,
also
I'll
remarks.
cast it at 5th level.
The knight also remarks. Well, no, he's changed a little since he was coronated. He really started looking the part of his royal role, and he didn't exactly have, well, he was always scheming, I suppose. He's not been known to be, open-minded. He, even as a kid, I heard rumors that in the palace he would basically avoid contact with the rest of his siblings, apart his sister, and he would get in trouble. But he was a boy. Ever since he rose to power, he's been very vindictive, but, well, if the leaders of the other houses respond to invasion by staying their hand, I can't blame him. I would also be a little mad myself, being left to die, which I have been.
I mean, I think there's some houses out there that are helping. I think.
Yeah, I've noticed. You got.
You know, we're here and we're from like way out the way.
Yeah, I didn't mean to ask, Skeleton Man. Where the hell are you from?
Name's Dante. Oh, ever seen a map and seen just a big old dark cloud over a thing, and it's called Tenebras, you know?
The only map I've ever seen is the map of our fair kingdom. sir?
Oh, so I'm a small. I say small. It's fairly big. Maybe not as big as, Rubria or most of the other continents. Okay, maybe
Wait,
it's a little small as for like land wise, but we got big at heart.
wait, there's other
We got a big
continents?
heart. Well, yeah.
How many?
Well, a lot, man.
Really? I thought there were like 2. Wow.
No, there's tons.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Well, I suppose it goes to show, huh? Things must be pretty bad if other nations are sending help all the way out here.
Oh yeah, apparently, this whole weird crack in the sky thing is happening all over.
Really?
Really?
Oof. Even
Right.
even at the core? Damn. That's bad
Yeah.
news.
Well, I don't know. The core seems pretty well safe.
I've got family back there. Hope they're alright.
I don't know. I feel like the core might be the safest place to be, but might be a little, I don't know, too woodsy for them. I feel like.
So, in your nation, are you like Gavarian over there?
What? Oh, with undead. No, not like Gavarian undead, but a lot of our citizens are like normal people, and then some of them will turn undead. But unlike it seems like y'all's undead, a lot of them keep their sanity and stuff like that.
Ooh,
Those who had sanity before they died.
Did you? Whoa, I'll say then. Doesn't sound that bad. Here, those who,
Yeah.
those who are, those who rise by the animating curse, they're a bane. Them and
Oh.
the bloody death fog.
Yeah. So someone stole some of that from my hometown and just left it here, and that's what I'm trying to fix.
Would that someone happen to look like a human man? Gray hair, graying, with the white loot.
No, I don't think so. Pretty sure that guy is dead anyways. Like, actually supposed to be dead.
I suppose. Must have been my eyes playing tricks on me.
Mhm.
I was,
What color was his eyes, though?
red, I think. No, wait.
Red.
No.
The red? Oh.
Red was when the torchlight came into view. I saw a piercing blue before I fling my torch over his direction.
But when he got close, it was red.
Well, yeah. I tried to swipe at him with my torch, didn't I?
Oh, okay. All right. Good to know.
Yeah. But yeah, if you see any people, I think he's still around. I saw the individual like a week before the death fog started rolling in. Strange man.
I see.
Yeah, he came to petition the king about some things. Acted as an ambassador from another nation. I thought he was like from the core, but if what you say is true, then well, your people must have sent then others. Maybe he's not the culprit. Maybe he came here to find out the real culprit. Some such. I don't know. All I do know is that's a pretty fucking spooky vortex of smoke over there.
Yeah. That's what my house is. That's what my home's like.
Full of smoke?
It's a fog, yeah. It's miasma.
My
You know, you
condolences.
like live for, I don't know, what, 80 years if you're lucky?
What? No, most people live around 60 years, 70.
Oh, okay. So now cut that down by a lot. And that's how long they live there.
Wow.
So it's not all sunshine and rainbows.
Damn, must be pretty dangerous living.
A lot of short living.
Huh.
Just say that.
I suppose I'll
Okay.
take your word for it.
I think our elves live for like 300 years.
That's insane.
Crazy when I heard y'all live for like 1,000. I was like, that's crazy. I wonder what that's like.
Probably for the better. You know, those of those people who live for centuries at a time, I don't like them. They tend to think very high and mighty of themselves.
I don't. Maybe you just haven't met the right ones. You know.
I suppose. Only elves I've met are the ones down by the forest up north, and well, know how they are.
Just ask if Heston is fast.
As Alina, your eyes open and you
Hey
check your
man,
watch.
I wanna kill a dragon today. I wanna
Yeah.
get to that point today.
Yeah, we're just
Roleplay.
just killing time.
10 minutes
the guards.
pass. Everyone finishes a short rest.
Woo!
Oh, they're up.
As you
Ooh.
awaken, you find yourselves within the city now. Jesus Christ. My ears. I'll just do that. You find yourselves within the city proper, and as you are moving, in the distance you see a big vortex of smoke that has arisen. Around you, the buildings have partially collapsed as the earth appears to be cracked, and deep within the cracks, you see a red, deep glow.
I look through the guards. Like, all right, we got it from here. Y'all can go back.
Very well then. Hope
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't need any aid at all?
Boy, these guys are fire resistant. And they pat Kage. This man can take so much damage. Crazy.
Alright then. What the hell is fire resistance? The god says as he's walking away with the rest of his squad mates.
Sound like a used Kage salesman, Dante. It's gonna take you to get one of these off the lot today.
Man, if you could mass produce Kages, people would. All right.
I mean, that's his goal. That's why we have the dojo.
Well, I look at the group. How y'all feeling?
I'm just stretching. Pretty good, man.
All right, good. Yeah.
He's just cracking
very
all of
good.
his knuckle.
Yep.
Well, there. He, it, them. Whatever its name, Ember. There it is. I guess.
How do we get its attention?
How far away is Ember?
How about I make this easier for all of you? As you're walking
Yeah.
in the distance, the cloud of
Ash
smoke.
puts.
You notice that the cloud of smoke slowly disperses, and then you see it appear around you as, from above, a shadow crashes downwards. A pair of buildings ahead of you break down to craters as a gargantuan red worm greets you. I would like you to place yourselves down here.
In harm's way.
In front of the big dragon.
Indeed. You may place yourselves wherever you want within this yellow tape.
I just want you guys to understand that I no longer have access.
You no
Just
longer
wanna
have
throw
what?
that out there. Access to scatter order. Or
Is it a
scatter.
crater or a pile?
Oh.
So what you're saying is we spread out.
Yes. Something along those lines.
I'm gonna hunker.
Yes, I should mention. The
Roll 20
craters,
is so slow for me today.
the craters are in fact steep and deep. The center of which is 10 feet downwards, and surrounding the crater is 5 foot below ground level, as it rapidly falls over. It's steep, and it's a pretty good, cover spot. For future reference.
Just Kage's eyes looking out over the lip.
Alright.
Oh,
I'm in my
I'm just saying,
foxhole. I'm happy.
I like the idea, Ash. Just get on Kage's shoulders. Both of you draw your swords.
As you are.
It's
I just climb out. Banzai!
We're two orcs in a trench coat.
That's difficult terrain. So this is like 5, and then this is 10.
Indeed. When you're
So
in
the
the
edges are
center,
5.
yeah, the edges
Yeah,
are
so
5.
here-
So
Five
10 feet
feet.
down. This is 5 feet down. Okay. I'm gonna stand here then. Actually, one.
The dragon rises
you're within
up
5.
to its full height. Its wings spread to the edges of your vision, and sort of like cracks its neck a little bit before it rests down again. I see that you are the members of the Long Promise. His eyes fall on Kage. I am Pyros, Ember to your kind. I am advisor to the Dragon Hand Valdrozar, on the behest of the Crendanumvar. I must say, his blood upon your blade seems fitting of a warrior of your stature. Long has that small man bragged his invincibility, his favor by our queen, unworthy of his own gift. I feel deep regret not beholding his demise. What brings you before me?
I'm gonna draw my katana, and seeing the seriousness of this battle, I'm gonna throw the scabbard over my shoulder. Which, as any true warrior knows, means I'm not going down until I'm dead, or one of us is dead.
I don't know if
And I'll point it at him. As your blood will soon mingle with his.
Bold.
Phrasing.
That is why we are here.
Phrasing is needed there.
Is this sentiment shared amongst all of you then?
I literally
Yep.
just had 5 knights carry these guys here.
Very,
Listen.
very good. I have had the pleasure of partaking in the fight against... I believe it is the kingdom of Amaria, is it not? Your people are stalwart, determined, and even when dying, they barely let out a whimper. Very well. If that is your request, then death by fire. And once you are done, I will find the ritual speaker, and I will reduce them to cinders. Draw your weapons. Ready your magics. You face an elder dragon. And as Ember draws both hands to the side, slamming them to the sides of the stone-paved road, I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Putting the
Okay,
Basil
well,
Goose
it
theme
says-
on.
Looks as he does that,
Uh,
I'm just like, yeah, that's
Can we put the Basil Goose theme on?
1K in taxes.
Oh, it fits so good.
That's my
Yeah,
boy.
put the
That is
B-52
my-
on.
That is my boy
Wh-
right
which
there.
which music do you want on?
It's called The
That's what
Invading
it is.
Tyrant.
Yeah,
I
Yes.
can find something.
that's my boy. That's probably my favorite new gen monster. He made it like top of my list.
It really suits you that you like Beetlejuice.
Now, one thing to
Don't say it
note
2 more times.
before we begin. Before we
Mhm.
begin,
Yes.
Ember is not a ruinous challenger.
Oh.
You
Uh-oh.
will be receiving the powers of the fate as an anchor of destiny, regardless. There's
I
only
mean, it does
one.
say, or their most powerful servants.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
This is a servant of the goddess Tiamat. The gods, however, bestow you their strength irregardless. There's only one catch. You cannot reach 5 fate points in this battle.
Oh, okay. I was
are
about
the
to say,
new
I
ones
don't notice
only
the
going
math.
to 3?
Yes. Well, you can
So-
get 4, but that's about it.
Okay.
You can only
Is it-
bank 4.
And is it still when you use like if you have 2 and use a 1, you still use all of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Are there any
But if you get to
questions?
3, use it.
Yeah, I couldn't find that in the new rules.
Oh.
I see
You
you
get
did not
to
click your
3.
token, Alina.
I did. What the
There-
fuck?
Oh, did you roll? I didn't even see initiative. I didn't
I'm
even
there
hear the
twice
roll initiative
for me.
thing.
No, you clicked
Huh.
initiative, but it didn't. Okay, I'll just. There we go. You're in.
No,
Katie's
no,
not
I
there.
am there
Actually,
twice
rolled
to me,
initiative.
but okay.
Ah, refresh your roll 20. That sounds like fuckery. Yep, there we go.
7.
All right.
Perfect.
So everyone
Exactly where I want.
everyone has rolled very good. Now this is a very powerful enemy. Best of
Mhm.
luck. Bale the
Mhm.
Dread was on my mind, but I'll accept the Tyrant. Don't worry,
We can switch.
we'll cycle.
Yeah, we
we'll
can switch.
cycle. We'll cycle.
The cycle.
Oh god, he has phases!
Oh shit!
We're cycling tracks, he has phases! Oh no!
My boy, all right.
Volker!
Don't be mad
High
at guys
five,
like
then
me.
the music starts again. Motherfucker.
Just trying
Volker!
to help.
Your initiative goes first.
Mhm.
You go first. Go. Let's see it.
Alright, ranged. Alright, let's do this. Grit shot. Natural armor, I assume?
Oh, his armor is not natural. He is actually wearing armor. Ember is wearing special equipment, the Dragon Queen's adornment. It is magical plate armor, so it is heavy.
Alright, I'll keep the crit shot, but I'm going to try to topple to make him prone.
Of course.
Alright, grit shot advantage with Deadeye.
Perfect. That is actually a hit. 26 plus 6. That is going to be 32 points of damage.
And around, yes.
Con save?
Constitution saving throw coming right up. He is proficient. Ah!
Is he now?
Would
So he
you
rolls.
like
See?
to legendary
Yeah,
resistance,
yeah,
Miss Jen?
would he like to? Perchance?
You shoot him in the leg, and he falls prone.
Bitch.
Okay.
Yeah, that's bad for Volk.
I
Touch
mean,
me.
Well, I mean,
How's
even
a
a
big
prone
fucking
dragon's the size of
dragon?
the building.
Yeah, like how do you have disadvantage on that?
That's
As
the rules!
so
As
he
the-
falls prone and he becomes a centimeter tall and like flays all out.
This falls flat as a pancake.
Dragons are 2-dimensional.
as the dragon falls prone, Volk, that was your first shot.
Second shot. At disadvantage, which is fine by me. I'm going to use puncture with it as well. And focus. Actually, no, I don't need to use focus.
27 also hits. Well done.
And then I'm going to run over to the hole and immediately slide down it.
So that's going to
Just to
be
get cover.
27 points of damage also. Oh, actually, wait a second. That is 27. Okay, no reactions are necessary yet. Takes it.
He's got hellish rebuke, guys. Be
I
careful.
am going to bonus action hide though.
All right. Roll for stealth. I have some bad news for you.
Yeah, I got a 9. I know he can probably still see me. It's okay.
Yes, he does. His passive perception is higher than 24.
No
Oh,
problem.
fuck.
24 and a half.
That's it.
As you turn invisible, both shots actually collide and hitting with Ember's scales. They pierce. The first shot struck him in the leg, and he buckled, his massive form crashing to the ground. The second shot hit him square on one of his wings, and Ember is chuckling. No wonder! That is the least of what I expected. But I can still see you, Skulker. Alina, it's your turn.
Okay. Would you
No,
like to
no,
go
wait.
the dragon's back?
Wait. Just give it a moment. Just give it one round, please.
Okay, fine.
Uno round,
Blow it
please.
up. Blow it up.
Okay.
Didn't you, man?
Okay, fine. I'm gonna go here. Guess I can just kind of fly over that. And you know what? I really want to use this new thing. But before that, I'll use a bonus action to... Yeah, I'm gonna use innate sorcery.
Alright? The power of your poisonous soul envelops you. Alright?
And I'm going to use my new 7th level spell, Prismatic Spray.
Excellent. Cast a spell.
Here you go. And I'm gonna get the
Uh,
actual cast. I know.
One moment. Reaction. Ember's attention falls on you. Clever trick! He's gonna use a reaction. Elder Dragon Spellcraft. He will use Chromatic Counter.
That's what he wants to counterspell.
Yes?
Is he sure? Okay,
Oh, yeah, he gets a turn in a moment.
that is fine.
Okay, roll.
Indeed. By rule of counterspell, this is a 6th level one. Your DC, Alina, is 7 plus 8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Which is +5.
Ember gets to roll a d20, adding 6 to the roll. And he also adds 6 to the roll.
Would I technically get also +1 to that with my innate sorcery because my spell save DC is increased by 1?
No, this is not your spell save DC that's targeted.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's a 24?
There.
Is that enough?
That took a long time to cut it. There
It
you go.
depends. 7
10
plus 8
plus 7
is...
is 17. Yeah, unless you have a plus, what is that, 8 to your charisma.
Now, do you also have counterspell?
I do.
Alright, you know that this is a successful counterspell. You can respond.
Okay, I'm gonna try the counterspell.
What
I'm
level?
gonna do it at 3.
Okay, d20 plus 3 plus your spellcasting ability modifier, so...
Let me roll this charisma check +3 then.
22! That succeeds!
Oh!
I believe so, at least, because it is a 6th level counterspell.
Yeah.
Alright, roll a d8.
Yes.
This is too much math, man.
So, you rolled a 22, his DC was 20.
Woo!
So, as your counterspell breaks through his magic, Ember is pleasantly surprised as your prismatic spray hits him. Dex save for him.
Yeah.
He is only proficient. Damn.
Wheels. Alright, roll a d8.
Would you like to
Taste the rainbow.
He will use a legendary resistance.
Oh. And it's fire. Oh.
I'm going to use a transmuted spell to change it into. God, what is he now? Well, he's probably immune to fire, to cold damage.
Alright.
Yeah.
Post the transmuted spell on the chat, please.
Okay, well, it's gonna look a little bit funny, but yeah.
Thank you.
It's at the
Transmuted spell.
bottom.
There it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna mark that. So that's 12d. What was it?
6.
Should fix it? Yeah, yeah.
Very well.
Give me
26 frostbite damage.
yeah. No, 14, 12, d6. And because I have my orb in my hand, he also takes extra 5 damage.
Oh, very well. Reduced to half, of course, because he succeeded on the saving throw.
Yeah.
Alright. As the prismatic spray shifts, you cast it. This is the battle of spellcasting. With one hand, the prismatic energy fires out. With another, you have to react immediately as Ember's clawed hand extends towards you, and magmatic energy coalesces into a 5-headed sprawl of energy that strikes towards you. You dispel it with a successful counterspell. However, as the prismatic spray of fire rings out, you twist your body, and your poisonous soul forces the cold energy to transmute, the fire energy to transmute into a cold burst. Nevertheless, Ember remains mostly unharmed. Is it your turn?
It's like a quarter.
Well, that's all I could do.
I'm gonna use a legendary action at the end of your turn. I should have done this at the end of Volker's turn, but I guess I was being a little
You
kind.
bully.
As a legendary
this is
action, Ember uses Commanding Presence, casting Command at 2nd level. His targets within 60 feet are going to be Kage and Volker. Please make wisdom saving throws.
You can see me while I'm in the hole.
Oh, he can
Yes.
see you, yes.
Okay.
You
I mean-
show up like a heat signature to a predator.
I understand. Like it can see me because I failed my stealth check, but it can't. A creature can see within range. I'm still in the hole, right? Then doesn't that give me cover?
I'm pretty sure you could probably look down on the hole.
Okay, never mind.
No, but
Sorry.
but he's prone.
That's
but he's
not.
prone though.
That's not what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
He has a
He's
blind.
3 centimeters tall. We established it.
He has a blind sight of
Okay.
60 feet. I'm thinking if he can see you.
Yeah,
quote
but you know,
unquote.
I think still
I-
they have to have a line of sight.
Blindsight doesn't see through walls.
That is
yeah.
true.
Like he knows
That
you're
is-
there.
You know what? I'll accept it. Dante, give me a wisdom save. Smile.
What was the command?
Okay.
Command. The command is approach.
Oh.
Skewer yourself, please.
Come
Okay,
to me.
well, that's what we have to do on our turn.
Yes.
Um,
Well, I was gonna bring Kage to
is
anyways,
command
but then
a charm.
I'm always a
effect?
big fan of free movement.
This is a command. This is on a
Right?
charm effect.
I was like, I don't think command is a charm effect, is it? It's not.
yeah, it's just an enchantment.
Turn.
Yeah, it's one of those weird ones.
The DC
cool.
is 21.
21.
Yeah, the problem is to end its turn if it moves within 5 feet.
It's not great. Well, it beats +6, so. That wasn't with advantage. It's my
That
bad.
is still a
The
26.
first
That's a
dice was
crit.
26.
And that's just a 21! Both of you succeed. Well done.
You just look over. It's just like No, I'm
No.
good, but I think he'll still approach.
Kage threw his scabbard.
Thank you,
over, so
elegant
we got
courtier.
better than that.
As the magic of the dragons, this is a powerful enchantment. Dante, you withstand it without any trouble. For you, this worm feels ridiculous, but Kage, this is a battle of willpower as you feel this sudden, surprising, royal presence behind the words of the worm that almost compel you to step towards it. Before you realize, a warrior, he must hold his ground until the moment is opportune for him to give it away. However, as the words find no purchase, Ember sneers and stands
Oh,
up.
you come here.
Fine! Fine! Then burn where you stand! I need a 90-foot radius cone.
Joke's on you. I'm already on
10-foot
fire.
line ought to do it.
I don't have a 90-foot radius?
You can just do this.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
sure he
I'll
can't
just
get
do
all
that.
of us unless he moves.
I'll just do that, yeah, I'll just do that, 1 sec. 90 feet from where he is, rounded.
Hey, now.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we can say he can...
So cones are supposed to be 90 degrees.
Gross.
They
What is
are...
math bullshit.
Huh.
Is he not gonna move?
Hexes are better.
We're not gonna go there. Not again.
The great schism.
Just there we go, them attached like that. He could position himself to do that.
Yeah, but it's on an angle which we cut it.
Oh wait, he can just fire from another spot. Yeah, there we go. He's gargantuan. He can fire it from any spot on his token.
Great.
He's
Fantastic.
got one of those long necks.
I'll put it on
I
Linger.
assume even with the cover, it still hits me.
It
The
does
cover's gonna
hit you,
take long.
however, the cover does grant you, because you are 10 feet on the ground, 3/4. That is a +5 on your saving throw.
AC and Dex saving throws.
This is so he leans back and exhales roiling flames in a 90-foot cone of destructive fire and ash. This is a DC 22 dexterity saving throw. If you are knocked to 0 hit points, you just die. So don't fail it.
Awesome.
It's on a 5/6 as well.
Natural 1 is a fail, regardless of whoa.
Oh, I don't know why that
I
was.
waited one turn.
I'm
16.
going to use my inspiration to roll again.
You know what? Might as well. I will as
I'm
well.
awaiting Kage's saving
Fuck.
throw also.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Indomitable. I don't need it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Alright.
indom. I think I'm gonna.
Oh, I'm getting myself
I'm gonna
+5,
reroll.
but it doesn't help when. Yeah.
It is.
Wow. Look at the
Wow.
dash decided. It's fine.
Can I get a reroll or no? With the party thing.
Fail save throw, reroll bonus.
Uh,
Oh yeah, I'm going to definitely use indom.
I just use my own.
I'll say
I
keeping
use
your
my own.
inspirations at this point sounds a bit meaningless. You don't need to hold on to your
Maximum party
ether when you're fighting a
disasters.
boss like this.
You have a
but
+10.
there's
Yeah,
a
go nuts.
limited amount, Jen.
Yeah.
I've got 5.
And we're not using it for this. Yeah.
So I rolled
Hey!
15 plus 10 is 25.
So
It's a 25,
that's
good.
2 group inspirations, one for Volk and one for Dante.
No, I use my own. I have 5.
Oh, use your own? Alright, just one for Volk then.
That is 2 for
Okay.
Dante because he has rerolled
No,
twice.
I used my own. I started at 5.
You rolled an 11, then you rolled a 12, and then you rolled a 21. That's 2
Yeah,
inspirations.
he's using his own ones. He's not
I'm
using
using my
group.
own.
No, I
Yeah.
know, I know that. I am just saying 2 inspirations from Dante, his own
Okay.
person.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everyone
cool.
passes to Alina.
Who has
It's like,
failed?
Me
Alina.
and Alina.
Me.
How glorious! Alina, you take 83 points of fire damage. You are
Yep.
pushed 30 feet away from Ember into the fog of war, and you're knocked prone.
That's fine.
I rolled a 21. Do I get a bonus or something from this?
She's like the person
You're,
that starts
is that half
campfire
cover?
with gas.
That
Is
is
it
half
half
cover.
cover?
That is half cover.
Okay, that's a 23
Oh.
then. You passed.
I passed.
Great. That is still half damage. That's gonna be 41 points of fire.
Oh no. You broke my. Did you actually? Almost.
This is why we take the tough feat. So we survive bullshit like this.
I did.
You
take it
survived
up,
bullshit like
baby.
Yeah, I took it because I don't have a great deck save.
Ash.
I succeeded.
Yes, you still take half damage on
Written down.
41 fire.
Okay, but I don't get pushed.
You do not get pushed. No, only half damage on the fail save. On the success. I'm sorry. Ah. Yeah, with half
You know
damage.
what? I'm actually kind of glad that Sue isn't here. I'm gonna be so real.
Yeah. Right then and there.
Why are you? I need to do something on you, right? Sec.
Oh,
By the
Dante,
way-
thank you for that map.
If
What?
we needed,
No, you're welcome.
we did get offer a D4 from Twitch chat.
That is very important.
We shall. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, let's keep that in mind.
I'll put it in my sticky notes.
And then ruinous interference, which I don't know
Yeah,
works
I
in
know.
this
Oh, there's-
scenario.
Jay, do not take offense. Sue would have died there. She would have been gone.
He only
Yep.
takes offense mildly. As the fire.
Oh, we also redeem a group inspiration from Aqua.
Keep
No,
that
it's
in
a
mind.
D4.
No,
you
look
also.
above.
So you have gained
it's
one
it,
group
yeah.
inspiration from
Yippee.
from outside. You also get a D4 that lasts for a minute. As the firestorm abates, Ember continues his turn,
Of course he does.
and he flies.
Party loot.
He will fly straight up 60 feet.
That's gonna suck when you fall down.
As he flies up, he bellows, "Your puny weapons cannot reach me!"
I look over to Volk. I'm like,
Hmm.
I'm
listen,
doing math.
all
on my
right.
fingers.
Some people just ain't educated.
And then he flies 20 feet towards this direction.
Oh, that's considerably less distance for me.
So he is 6 feet in the air.
Very much so, yes.
Oh, nice.
We put a 12 in the thing.
You want to wait, Kage, for just a moment?
What are you thinking?
I'm just gonna cast haste.
I
You
mean,
can come towards me as well. I can help.
Kage, it's your turn.
She says on her back in the dust.
Yeah.
I mean, that has a range.
Up to you. You want that extra attack now or later?
I'm wondering. And the problem is, like, even if I like hold an action, it's not going to affect it because it's
That's fine.
so
Just
I'll just move.
make sure you stay here.
Stay within 30 feet. Yes,
Is it 30 or touch?
30 for haste,
Is it?
unless they changed it.
It might be touch. No, it is still 30 feet.
Yeah,
Don't you have the spell?
I should
Shouldn't you know
say,
that?
this is with half movement. His normal flying speed is 160 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna move to the windmill. I assume that's what this is. I don't know. Or what? Okay, no, it's
It's
just a ruined house. Okay.
That is what once was a house, yeah.
Okay, it looks like a
No,
windmill.
once was a windmill.
Yeah, it once was a windmill. It is now canonically a windmill.
It was a windmill, then it was a house. Now it's a windmill again,
Sure.
Now it's
And we're going to
future building
use,
project.
right?
I guess 3 short bow shots. Do I have anything special maneuvery I can do with those? Probably not. Nope. So we're just gonna shoot him 3 times.
Let me see.
Pew pew pew.
Oof.
You want to know something bad?
What?
None of them
What's
hit.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
Yep.
a short call.
The first attack hits the scale but doesn't dig in far enough. The two others straight up just bounce off the scales.
All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna burn my fighting spirit. So we'll bonus action a second wind. It is R1d10. That's good. 7 plus 12 is 19.
Are we 13 now?
I have a level.
Or do you
of-
have to go off of one? Okay, you have to go off the highest level.
Yeah, I only have 12 levels. It's just your fighter level, and I only have 12 levels of fighter.
specifically. Okay.
And I'm gonna sit here.
Excellent. At the end of your turn, Ember is going to use one legendary action. He looks towards Dante, and as he does, his wings fold forwards, midair. He stops moving as 4 globules of fire appear around him, casting Scorching Ray at 3rd level.
Okay, go for it.
For attacks, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Do any of them hit?
Yeah.
Do all of them hit?
All of them?
Yes.
It's Dante. All of those hit.
Apologies.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
8d6.
Oh god, I sit to the ether.
1, 2, 3, 4.
24.
24. Cool. I started the fight with 133 health.
24 fide damage.
Oh wait.
Nope.
Not that, right?
That is not correct.
Whoops.
You are reduced to 24, Dante. You take
Well,
24.
sorry, math.
As these pillars of fire shoot out, they sear through your undead form. Dante, it's your turn.
I want to point out something. Since he
Yes.
flew up 60 feet, he went out of range of counterspell.
That he has.
And he flew up.
He did.
And I'm sitting here debating. You know, Volk's just right there. And they are next.
Can you see Volk? Volk is invisible.
I'm actually next.
Volk rolled a
the-
9 on their stealth. No, they're not.
The invisibility only lasts until the end of my turn.
Yes, very important.
Uh,
That is true. So you can see Volk.
We just hear
Okay.
random cursing from a hole.
cool. I'm gonna. Since he's flying and is gonna stay in the air, I can't. Like, we'll get more chances to get him down. I want to 5 foot to get within range of Volk. Crouch down to get out of 60 feet, and I'm gonna cast haste on Volk.
Oh, balls. Alright, fair enough. Let's see it. Haste. So, Volk, as you are keeping your aim up, that is the scariest motherfucking dragon you've ever seen in your life.
Yes.
And then you feel time sort of stop, and then everything starts slowly speeding up. Everything around you slows down, but you are faster. Dante, you're concentrating on haste.
Yep, I will move the clock a little bit faster. And I
Alright.
will look to the thing, and I'll look to the fog of war, and I will say, peace, bitch. I will move into the fog of war, baby!
Alright,
Whoop, 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 whoop.
let's see
We're gonna go 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Good idea. Check on Alina.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find her.
it. Alright,
Ash, I have an update. I don't have eyes.
while you're in the fog of war, you're blinded.
I mean, I didn't have eyeballs anyway, so I'll try my best.
No, I mean that. While you are literally outside of the map, there is fog of war. You are
Yeah,
considered to be
yes.
blinded.
That is completely fine.
Okay. End of your turn. Ember will use one legendary action. He cannot fire raise again. Oh well. He will move his movement with pursuit.
We're taking this fight off the map.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll to see between the 3 people around him who he's literally dive bombing. 1-2 is Volk, 3-4 is Ash, 5-6 is Kage.
Oof.
Kage, the dragon you shot at
Papa.
looks away from Dante as he runs through the fog, turns to you, and opens his jaw as it lands right in front of you.
Kage, or Dante just hearing it land over to Kage. So bitch! Fuck! I could have Kage.
Ash,
Damn
it's
it,
your turn.
he outsmarted me.
So he's on the ground now. is
Oh,
what
he
you're
is. Yeah, he
Put
is.
him up.
saying. All right. I'm pretty sure I can get to him. I can. Flanking. So I'm going to do that. And I am going to take 2 of my 3 attacks. But I am going to... Let me find which one it is.
Stab him in the taint.
Cut off his tail.
I'm going to
Read
use
the
one
card.
of them to use my mastery of commanding and give Volk an attack on this round as well.
Oh, what?
Oh, don't give it to Kage to start the bleed.
You can give it to Kage.
All
I
right.
mean, I could, but Volk is
Before you make
hasted, so...
Before you make attack rolls, I should note, Ember is a giant amongst giants.
Okay.
He cannot be flanked by larger, smaller creatures.
Well, Ash's ego is huge, so.
That is
Yeah.
true.
I'm rich.
But Ash's body is
Oh, but
medium.
Kage isn't huge. Dang it.
That's
Kage. Be nice to Kage.
All right. Well, I'll give it to Kage if you want, but
It's only one attack, so you don't get advantage from the haste.
okay. Yeah, so Kage can take it.
Excellent. Let's just hope we can hit.
I'm very happy with the mastery of commanding. It's so support focused.
Oh, I'm also I'm going to use my bonus action to know my enemy.
Okay.
Ooh.
Do we want to know his vulnerabilities and resistances, or
Yes.
That would
Yeah.
be good.
Involving
Yeah,
resistance
so
is always nice.
I know any
Yeah.
damage, vulnerabilities, resistances, immunities, and condition immunities the creature has. So that's the one I'm going to use.
Show us the character sheet, Jen.
Sure.
Yeah.
Give us a peek.
I legit have no problem doing that. You need to make a study or search action with a DC being 5 plus his challenge rating.
Okay. And is that?
Yeah,
That's hot.
Oh,
Would
that's
that be-
that's high. That is very high. I believe in you.
What is it?
Yeah, you got this.
I
Would that be an investigation check?
That is either your choice between. If it is a search action, you can use an insight, medicine, perception, or survival. And if you use study, you get arcana, history, investigation, nature, or religion. Your choice.
So anything that is not a talkie skill.
Yeah, I'll take investigation.
believe in your inner man.
25.
Is that enough?
Is that a DC 20?
I think it's DC 27.
That is a DC 27. But that is also a very high roll. You know what? I'll give you something. What do you wish to know?
Yeah.
Would we rather have his vulnerabilities?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, vulnerabilities.
He probably doesn't.
Damage,
he prob-
vulnerabilities, resistances, and immunities.
Yeah.
Condition immunities would be
Yeah.
great.
This one.
Alright, I'll give you
Yeah.
one between vulnerabilities, resistances, immunities, or condition immunities. Your choice.
What?
Uh,
Because
Okay,
you
I
failed,
doubt
you
he
failed,
has any.
You
Wait,
failed
no,
the
don't do
check.
vulnerabilities
So-
because it's going to be none.
Yeah.
Yeah, you failed the
Yeah,
check.
exactly.
So I'm giving you one of them.
Okay, fair enough.
Well,
My bet
which
is
one do you
always
think I
going to
should
be
take then?
resistances.
Yeah.
The resistances then.
That's always my bet.
Yeah.
Very well. Damage resistances are as follows. Ember is resistant to Psychic. And he's resistant to damage dealt by evil aligned creatures.
Oh no!
It's very
Alina!
specific.
I'm not evil. What the fuck?
How can I be evil? I can't hate.
Yeah.
That's
You-
how you know the.
You can tell that this dragon is suffused with Tiamat's genuine, true nature. Ember's natural resistance to psychic damage is actually bestowed by his armor.
Joke's on him. I'm the only person that is like, oh shit.
Joke's on me.
Kage,
Alright, so I'm
I
gonna take my
love
two.
you do get an
I'm gonna
attack
take my 2
from
attacks to spite
Commander.
there.
We each get one attack. I will do a. I think you only get one attack.
Yeah.
I have 3 attacks per turn, I think.
Yeah, you give one to
Full
me.
11 fighter.
You use one to know your enemy.
No,
and
no,
you
that
have
can
one
be
left.
that
That's
can
a bonus
be
action.
that's a bonus action.
Or by replacing. Okay, I thought you still had to replace one.
Or
Okay.
yeah. No.
Interesting. Okay. So I'll do a lacerating, brutal strike.
Alright.
What is
22 misses. 27 would hit, but I'm not being nice anymore. Ember is gonna cast his second use of Elder Dragon's Gift spellcraft for Searing Scales, casting the shield spell. And this one has a nasty side effect. His armor class increases above 27. And I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
They should be using. Nope.
Why did you say that? Why the fuck did you say that?
Use an inspiration. Specifically, maybe the one you got from today.
Yeah, I have several of those. I'll use my Rekeep Inspiration. Not from today. I have one from November that I'm gonna use.
Good.
I should really date mine and just.
Yeah,
Be like,
I have them waitlisted.
dang.
Oh!
Again,
Okay, that one.
Are
that
you
one was.
fucking kidding me?
That one
No,
was
we're getting-
expired.
we're
That one was
getting them out-
expired.
We're getting them out of the way now. So when it's his turn,
You
it's
can,
crit,
you
crit,
can
crit,
use
crit,
the
crit,
chat
crit.
inspiration.
16.
Yeah.
Still not enough.
Use the chat and get. And then use the D4.
I don't think the D4 is gonna help.
No, I'm just gonna keep using my personal ones. I have
Okay.
a plus 10 to this. Come on. Oh come
Oh
on.
my god.
20.
Oh my fucking god.
It's a 50-50.
I mean, it's,
I mean, I'll just take it. This isn't that bad.
Alright, you take 24 points of fire damage and you are prone as you strike one of you strike Ember down at his neck, and not only does your blade actually not find purchase, his underside glows fiery red as it bursts in searing heat. You are forced prone to the ground by the sheer volume of the blast. Do you understand what is before you?
I don't think you do. He's just gonna look up and smile as he's just sort of holding on to his katana, barely standing.
Ash, is that your turn?
I do believe so, yeah.
End of your turn. Last legendary action. He is going to cry because I can't kill Kage this turn. Big sad. He will rend. Advantage on the attack roll. Swipe. My god, man. That is a plus 16 to hit. How the fuck did you roll a 21?
Still hits.
Ember, yeah, I know, but like, damn. Ember is going to deal a modest 28 points of slashing damage.
Okay. I can't remember. Did we do away with damage resistances for armor?
We did. You have
think we
buffer
did.
in the
Okay.
form of temp HP.
Except I don't, because plate doesn't have that.
Yes.
That's fine.
28 points of slashing damage as the dragon rends into you. You will bleed for your hubris.
Wait, oh shit, how much does buff give?
So, end of the turn, everyone gets a fate point.
Nice. I'll pick that up.
End of the turn, start of the new turn, ruinous interference. Has been a moment. You are level 13.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You notice a red miasma crawl over Ember's form, and as he sort of like swipes down at Kage, you see the spectral after image of a much, much greater red dragon. For but a brief moment, whisper to Ember, "My enemies, your enemies, my power, your power." And I'm gonna switch this track over to Bale as we pass to Volker, I believe. Is only fair.
What I'm about to do is very dumb. Alright,
Just
first
I love
launch a
dumb.
bunch of attacks. I don't think that's dumb.
I need to do a stealth check first to see if I'm able to hopefully hide from Ember.
Alright. 30 is enough!
Yay! Okay, all these are an advantage. Let's go. Okay, I'll climb out though first to be able to go hit. Okay. I'm going to, if you could be so kind, can I use the first fate point for destruction to get 5 attacks?
No.
Alright.
Oh wait, no, you would only do 4. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. You expend your fate point as you point down the barrel of your firearm towards Ember.
Alright, first attack.
That's a crit that hits.
Second attack.
33 also
30.
hits.
Third attack.
32 also hits.
Fourth attack.
23 misses.
I'm using the inspiration that Dante gave me.
Alright. Bardic Inspiration. 29. Hits.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more attack. Axe and Surge, 2 more attacks.
Okay. Popov. 30
Did you
hits.
also do your haste attack?
And then haste attack.
31 hits. 26 misses.
That's that's a large part of my turn. Can I use the rest of my move?
The extra piercing is from?
Oh, it's from combat veteran and gunner,
Got it.
which is 2d6 additional damage.
Alright. You unload a flurry of shots. Boom, 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 boom. Each one is the sound of a sniper rifle firing off with the force of a tank blaster. You see the interference blocks 26 of that.
Mhm.
Ember takes 113
You're
points
missing
of
some
damage. No, some
Close
attacks.
but no cigar, Volk.
No, I do not. Some attacks missed.
Only one, I think, missed, right?
Only one missed.
Yes. Have I missed?
You have 12 numbers there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
I
10,
will
11,
recalculate.
12. There should be 14, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 6.
I did a lot
Oh,
of
just the
attacks,
last
I'm
one that hit,
sorry.
right?
No
Last
worries.
minute.
Yeah, the last one is the only one that didn't hit.
7,
8,
19, 9.
9, 10,
I'm just tallying
11,
it. 1 second.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Should be 16
11.
numbers. Unless you added the 16. No,
Seven.
yeah, it should be 16 numbers.
There we go. That's
There
what
you
I
go.
got.
Jesus.
Yeah, there's a lot more damage there.
All right. That is gonna be then an additional 72. Now he's bloodied.
Volk will then go back into the hole.
All right. You go back to the hole.
I'm gonna.
Go back into the hole.
I will
I'm
say
gonna be
Catnap
grabbed.
is insane.
This is gonna hurt. I know. I'm sorry.
That is,
I-
you will die.
Actually, I'll stay.
What happened
I'll go over
is, as you
here.
fired your concentrated blast as the smoke clears, you notice a part of Ember's form through the scales. A few of them have broken off, revealing his draconic flesh beneath. His head turns towards you, Volk. The Reaper, I presume.
Oh, you got another nickname.
The Dragon Reaper, yeah. Volk will do like a bit of a slight bow. Pleasure.
Likewise, your reputation precedes you, and it is well earned. I will be with you shortly.
I look forward to it.
Is that your
Kills
turn?
are being distributed in the order they've been received. Please wait your
Yes, that's my turn.
Excellent. Legendary action. Ember is going to rend again.
Surrend.
I wish.
Crazy.
Targeting Kag.
Does that trigger Sentinel?
Oh, it would.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
it will.
Which actually increases stat score. Halt when you hit up to 0. I just get to attack him, basically. All right,
Yep.
Go for it.
don't
Sure.
suck. 29
That hits.
for 12 damage.
And Ember swipes
And
at the
it's-
target.
Movement speed is 0.
No, totally doesn't hit me.
For 34 points of slashing. Swipe.
How you feeling, buddy?
I'm fine.
Alina, you are prone in the smoke. You're blinded and prone.
She spends half of her movement to get up. I can probably hear the big fuck old dragon.
Yep. You just
Yep.
heard thunder break as Volker unleashed a barrage.
She's just like holding her head like, oh, that's giving me such a headache. Okay. She shakes her hand and focuses, and she's going to use one fate point as a destroyer to cast a spell.
Punch the dragon
Ah.
5 times.
Yeah.
Consecutive.
Oh,
No,
level
Alina,
punch.
that's Bruce Lee.
Oh no, it has to be okay. 5th level. Oh wait, no, 5th level or. Oh, lower. Okay, yeah, fine. That's fine.
With level or lower,
Uh,
it's cast at 6th.
Yes. And she's like, well, I like the sound of that thunder, and cast lightning bolt.
All right. Ember
Have
will
my
try
roll
to
20
dodge.
work. Hold on. Hold on.
Ember rolls a crit.
Yeah, that's a little bit more. D8? Yeah, 3d8 more.
Yes, you have rolled 86. You
I
need to roll more.
Yes.
More! Not 3d8s.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, oof, my bad. There you go.
That's better.
That's somehow
Better
better.
damage.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Thank you,
Hell
Jen.
yeah. Yeah, thanks, Jen.
I'm a neutral arbiter, I have no stake in this. But I will say that's gonna hurt a little bit more. A bolt of crackling lightning leaves your fingertips. Green as it is, it strikes through Ember. Gah! That magic is familiar! Valen!
Just help the number.
What is this?
You know, I would really like for you to actually bite her head off. Like, that'd be great.
You used his head to bite her head off.
And I am... Where the fuck is it? There we go. For the why not, I'm gonna use Quicken Spell. I'm gonna use 2 sorcery points. So as a bonus action, I will cast Chill Touch, which for once I have a normal attack, which probably still won't hit, but that's fine.
Alright.
I
Let's
just
see.
cast it like that, goddammit.
Ranged spell attack. That misses.
Yeah.
As your spectral hand leaps through the distance, it tries to hold on to Ember, and it doesn't.
What?
Oh, well.
Like,
Crazy, I know.
Oh wait, end of your turn. Legendary action.
Uh-huh.
What is there left to do? We're going to pursuit.
Nothing to do but dance.
Oh, very much
Yeah.
so. Ember leaps into the air.
Wait,
Is it your
actually,
movement
would
speed
he...
0 because of Sentinel?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh shit, is his movement speed reduced to 0 until when?
Yeah.
Part of his next turn,
For
I
the rest of
think.
the current turn.
For the rest of the current turn, he's fine. That's just to stop people who try to disengage from getting away.
And it's
So he's fine.
Hold for the rest of the current turn. Yeah, he can do this.
Yeah. So if someone tries
Yep.
to get out of your range, they can't.
Yeah, then he's gonna just be over here.
I mean, 10 feet is technically out of my range.
Ember, look out! Volk's right there!
And I sure wish I had my reaction.
It wouldn't matter.
It would matter.
Yeah.
Ember is going
This
to lean
this
down,
movement ignores opportunity attacks.
and he
You don't know what I have in my day.
Oh, okay.
He is not going to regain shit. But he regains everything else that matters. At the start of his turn, Volker, can you give me a saving throw? And I think so must Ash. I just realized this is his second turn.
No.
Constitution saving
What
throw
kind
from
of save?
Ash and Volker.
I
Against.
was wondering if he
Yeah,
had a
actually.
frightening aura. I was like, man, this is kind of weird. He's not frightening aura. There it is!
Oh, that fails.
Oof.
Constitution.
Oof.
That's a roll, not a save.
16, 16. Oh,
That would be
con
20.
save?
That would be 21.
25.
Must be proficiency. Oh, there you go.
You rerolled?
Well, he would
I
have
guess
had a plus
first
6, so that would have made it anyway.
Hey!
That would have been a 22.
yeah.
22,
22.
that's yeah, 20 succeeds anyway, so you're fine. Volker, do you want to use an inspiration?
I don't have any.
Any group inspiration?
I have one you can have.
I got
this. That's allowed.
Just.
I only have a +2, but if you guys want to give me it, sure, I'll use it.
No.
Well,
I
you
think
roll
we're
20.
fine. I think we're fine.
Alright,
Yeah.
You good?
Frightened is not bad.
sure thing.
It's only
Volker,
7
you take
times.
7
Let's save
points
it for when we get roasted next.
So, Volker, you take 7
Right.
points of fire damage and are frightened until the start of Ember's next turn.
Okay.
Now, let's see what happens.
Oh, why is this the only one that doesn't have this clause?
We could use some magic. Let me get my radius.
Fireball.
Could be.
Still the fireball.
Good. Shut up. No metagaming. Fuck off.
It's
We
one of
can-
them dragon fireballs.
We can get both of you. Yeah, that's nice. That's not even a bad shout.
One of them is prone.
One of them is prone, but that doesn't grant him any bonus to that. But the question is, do I just beat the shit out of Volker? Straight up.
They are hasted.
No, I think we're going to spread the love. But not in that way. Ember is going to lean over with his mouth, and he's going to bite Ash.
He can bite ass.
I
he is.
can! I will!
You can literally kiss your cheeks gone.
31.
There goes the casting
I've
of regeneration.
Hang on.
I don't skip leg day. I have boots of steel.
Jen, I sent you a message. Can you look at it real quick?
Sure thing.
I just want to know if this is an oversight or not. Because the other two abilities have it, so I'm not sure if this one's meant to have it as well.
1, 2, 3. Do I have
let me
anything
check.
That will help me? Give me 1 second to check something.
I believe. It is your first option?
Yeah, the first one is just as a reaction, but the second one's like, you can use this at any time as if it was a reaction without expending.
That must be an action, is it not, for the second option of the first rank?
No. Like, the first tier is, for the reaction one, is that, but every other tier has this clause at the end. I'm just wondering if the first one's meant to have that as well.
Yeah, at any time, without expending a reaction. You can use it as a reaction without expending it.
Okay, so that applies to the first tier as well.
Which tier was that from?
So like the level 2 and 3 have that final clause where it's a free reaction. The first tier doesn't.
Yeah, the
I'm wondering if
first
that's-
tier isn't. The first tier is a full reaction.
Okay, I was just wondering if that was on purpose or an oversight.
That was on purpose. The
Okay,
first tier
continue.
is very, yeah, the first tier is very easy to use it like that. 31 to hit for 19
Oh, I take
piercing
20.
and 14 fire.
So 31, 33 total.
Yep, and you are grappled as the dragon puts you in his mouth.
Put your mouth on it.
While grappled this way, you're restrained and cannot teleport by class, feature, or spell that is lower than 6th level.
Oh, well, I mean, not like a
Teleport.
cut anyway.
Snack for the road, as you are. You take 33 points of damage, mark that down to your character. And then he is going to kindly retort to Volker, because that was rude to do!
1 hits.
Swipe, 34 points of slashing damage.
Uncanny dodge.
Very useful. You jump out of the way! You take half of 34.
17.
17 points of damage as you lean back, step backwards just enough to avoid the massive claws from rending you asunder. And the second set, as they swipe towards you, you dodge out of the way as well. It is biting down on Ash with almost like bestial fervor as it is trying to devour him. Kage, you're on the other side of the battlefield. You are prone on the ground. What are you doing?
That's what I'm wondering.
Oh, the sword.
Oh, by the way, you should have taken 2 more damage because when I leveled up, my sheet got broken a little bit, so you should take an extra 5.
Ow.
Yeah.
Well, I can't get in range because I went for the fighter level instead of the rogue level. Shame. So I'm gonna stand up. And as we're approaching, we're just gonna let's throw on a what's it called? Fighting spirit.
Take a deep breath. focus.
And we're just gonna like slowly walk towards him, shooting our arrows.
All right.
Just aim for me. If it goes straight through, it's gonna hit him in the mouth.
1, 2, 3.
Funnily enough, the 2 attacks will hit.
2 attacks hit. Lovely.
Yeah, annoying.
Short bow hit. Short bow hit.
Oh my
2
god,
ones.
very annoying.
Thank God bows are two-handed.
End of your turn. Ember is gonna use 2 legendary actions. If that's your turn.
Yes.
Ember is going to
Take your
crunch.
time, buddy.
He's going to crunch on Ash.
That's fine.
23 to hit.
Just chew on my buddy. It's okay.
Man, that's wow.
Yeah, I just want to be in range of this fucking guy.
Ash, you take 39 points of damage. You're up by 5 hit points.
Uh-huh.
Howard.
As he is crunching onto him, you see molten magma flow freely through his teeth as Ash's body begins to get burned to cinders.
Stings a little.
Dante, it's your turn.
Dante's gonna take 10 feet to get out of the fog of war,
Yep, welcome.
and then go right here, and then I need good old Ember, my boy, to give me an intelligence saving throw for Psychic Lance.
How very annoying of you.
Well, you know, I built the character to do just that.
It's resistant to psychic, dude.
That's not what I'm hitting. Listen, the damage is negligible. That's not what I want.
We need
Ember
damage.
is gonna make an intelligence save. Ember is neither proficient nor very smart. He's only 17.
That's a fail. Fair. He doesn't want to be incapacitated.
No.
That's the big thing.
No.
That's why we Psychic Lance. And that is your third one?
He will take half of 25, 12. Half of that is 6.
At 6. Yep. That's
As you focus your mind, you call upon the powers of true names, and a lance of magical energy pierces through Ember's forehead. He sort of tilts his head to the side and growls a bit as he sort of tries to chomp a little bit more on Ash.
Spit it out. Spit
I
it
know what I
out.
did. I know what I did. I'm gonna take that was 5, 10 to get out. 25 30. Okay, that's all my move.
Excellent.
I have a bonus action, and my bonus action is to pull out the loot, and I'm gonna do what I do every time in Baldur's Gate. I'm just gonna play the loot.
Oh, just... Haunted. How unfortunate.
I'm just a goofy boy.
You are a goofy boy. Is that your turn?
That is the best thing I can do at the moment.
Legendary
so
action
there's-
again!
Cringe.
Yep.
Ember is gonna use Commanding Presence. His targets are Alina and
Okay.
No, don't make him target me.
no.
Because he can't hit me.
His other target is Volk.
Cringe.
What's the
Your
word?
your order is to grovel.
I
Guys,
have two
guys,
sets
come on.
of boots on me.
Make me boots so you can lick
I'm
them.
not very wise, or actually smart.
I can see that.
Alright, during your turn, you are compelled to grovel, falling prone and ending it, as Ember lifts its head, and the visage of his full draconic majesty fills you with both fear and awe. Yes, it's your turn.
Fucking
You are
kidding
getting
me.
devoured.
Stop doing that.
That is true.
Right?
Or just stab it in the mouth.
Is Volk under a condition?
Uh-huh.
Multiple.
Frightened.
Which one?
frightened?
Okay.
Yeah.
And also at the grovel.
So I will have one fate point at this point in the combat, correct?
Yes.
You would, yes. But what could you possibly do? You little human man? Hmm?
No, motherfucker. It doesn't help at that.
That's right, it
No,
doesn't.
It's not the charm
Doesn't
burning
do
condition
fear.
like that.
Oh shit.
Well, I'm going to use my fate power of savior on Kage, so that is going to be 78 hit points.
Oh, okay.
So 23 plus 3, 26 hit points for Kage. And I'm gonna bonus action second wind and get 23 hit points back.
Alright. Alright! That's good! That's really good!
So,
And you use your movement to wiggle.
Haha. I mean, I do have athletics. I could try to pull some bullshit.
Not anymore.
Yeah, but I used my turn. That my
Yep.
whole turn was to give you the
You're all
hit
good.
point.
You're all good.
So I just kind of point my sword towards Kage and call on Tyr. And then I
That's
just
me.
and I just call her bitch face
I'm
for
here.
That's my turn.
How brave! Legendary action. Dante, 4 rays of fire. All yours.
Bring it.
Oof.
Bring it.
He
Bring
has brought it.
Right, bring it.
1,
1d6.
It's already been
2,
brought in.
3, 4. For a total of
14, 28, 14, 19. Oh, dang. You beat me.
yeah, quick
Quick,
math.
quick.
33 points as 4 spears of fire impale you.
Oh, what, 60? So that means 27. Right, and then I'll give you 4
Yep.
Constitution saving throws.
No, Dante, you would be on 33.
So
I hold
Oh,
concentration, bitch!
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
I-
but
my,
did you have 63? No, 66 hit points.
Was I 66?
Yes.
Yeah, you
It
were
might
on
be-
66.
Dude, I can't math today. All right, I mathed once, and that was my all math for the day.
remind me, Kage, when I gave you that extra attack, you hit, correct?
Yes, and then it got.
Yes.
Actually, no, it didn't because it got reflected by the shield.
That was a. I burned a superiority dice for that. That should have had extra D10 on top of it for damage, whatever damage you did.
Wait, which one was that? Because I thought that was just the command, not the.
No, it was a commander strike. I believe I expend superiority dice.
No, that was just the. I mean, you said it was just the mastery for your weapon.
I was the master. You're right.
Alright.
My bad. Sorry.
Then we move on. End of your turn! Those of you who have not used your fate powers, you get 1 fate point back. The rest of you who have done so, you do not. You take a
Yeah,
turn
back
to
down to
cool off.
0.
Mhm. But
So
no
we're at
worries.
what? 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Volker, in your state of fear, you are compelled to fall prone, and as you do, at the end of your turn, you feel that compulsion live you, but it might just be too late.
Oh, I don't like that wording. Am I still prone, I assume?
Yes, you are. You end your turn per the spell's description prone.
Okay.
So
You can
we
roll on
can't
here.
even do like a bonus action or
No,
nothing?
you're no
No, it's
longer
you
frightened
injured.
at least.
You will not be frightened, that is true. And I will say, yeah, because of drop, the target. So because of grovel, you fall prone and end your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's me that we don't get even like a bonus action.
You have no
I mean, the funny
idea.
thing is
And
we
it's
can
a good
also
spell.
cast that.
Mm-hmm. Dante can, and that's a very good spell. As you fall prone, Volker, I am not gonna use a legendary action. Alina,
Same thing.
you
Fall
fall
prone.
prone.
Yep.
I don't have to. It's Ember's turn.
Well, let this bite you in the ass.
Damn it. No fire breath. No destructive fire breath. Oh well. Let's kill Ash. Ember is gonna bite. That is gonna be a total of 23 plus 16.
With
That's-
the single movement, Kage throws aside his bow, draws his blade, and points it holds it aloft. And with his reaction, all allies are immune to all damage.
Ha!
How
on
dare
this
you,
bit-
actually? How fucking dare you? You point your sword, and as you do,
Huh? What?
the
What's that?
battlefield slows down. It all goes quiet. You feel the presence of a deity behind you, standing with a pointed finger. Right time, right moment. This is it. As a barrier of divine energy surrounds all of your companions.
And me.
And you. The dragon is shocked as Ember's teeth fail to crunch on Ash. His claws that swipe down on Volker have no effect.
Oh no!
Ash looks right in the dragon's eye and goes, "You suck."
Volker, would 56 points of damage drop you to 0?
Only one of those would hit. And no.
Amazing.
Haste, baby.
This is true, haste. Ember is shocked. Oh, I forgot. You could have definitely. I imagine. Okay, this is important because he does have something he can do on his turn. Did you use this before or after his Calescent aura that happens at the start of his turn?
I used it when Ash was about to be bitten. So,
That would
or
mean
death off.
that would mean both Ash and Volker need to make it a con save so that he can waste the rest of his turn.
For 9 damage, baby.
9 damage and frightened. Alright.
That's a constitution. Right?
Sure is.
Not terrible at those.
Damn.
28.
Success, you take nothing. Damn, if you had said no, I would have had him do some other shit. Very well. Instead... Ember
One more.
walks towards you, Kage, and stands right in front of you.
You made his job easier. What are you thinking?
There is arrogance in this dragon before you. He believes himself untouchable. This is your one chance to prove him wrong. It's your turn.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw aside my metal sword, and from my hilt draw the Riptide Katana, and just sort of like with a hand, sort of pull the water out of the hilt.
It coalesces into a fine blade.
You spoke of the resolve of the Amarians. Let me give you a demonstration. Play the music.
If you
Dante's
insist.
just like, a small nap always works.
Which we just beef every roll here.
Don't say that.
If you insist, so it will be.
Fighting Spirit activates. Advantage on all attacks. 3 attacks with the Riptide Katana. 1 crit.
It begins.
For the bleed. Crit bleed inflict. 30 or 20 damage, and he begins bleeding. It's not even big enough.
Swipe, swipe, swipe! It begins.
He is now bleeding. Second attack. 29.
That hits.
Oh, that's a silver katana, but it's fine. Hit with Crimson for 24. Hang on, wait, no, that should be... Where is the button? I thought I added to this, not macro. There should be another... Oh no, that is on there. Okay, that's fine. Third attack. 28.
That hits.
Is he gonna shoot you?
18.
Takes it.
Action Surge.
Alright. Pop
Take that
off.
Fourth attack. 22 misses. Attack. 20 misses.
Misses.
Crit.
Crits.
That's what we need. Applying sneak attack. Give me the big roll. Hit. Critical Crimson Sneak. 51 damage.
Wow.
Swipe, swipe,
Ladies and
swipe,
gentlemen,
swipe!
we did it.
Yeah, good call on the cat nap.
The dragon is laid bare as your strikes force it nearly low. Barely breathing.
Oh, it's gonna bleed out.
It's still alive. Mortally
that.
wounded.
This is his signature technique he's been using in the pits the whole time. It's near death, bleeding from just about every inch of the body that the blade is cut. That's the wrong flip. He's just gonna turn and walk away.
Not
Out of the radius.
so fast! Reaction.
Bubble.
Ah!
Sentinel.
You can't take it.
You can't attack.
I'll take it.
You don't get to steal from me.
You walk away as the dragon is bleeding. Is that your turn?
Yeah. If I could make a request, everyone just hold your action and try see if we can bleed it to death and then unload on it.
Oh no.
Legendary action.
Do it!
It's my turn next.
Legendary action. Ash, in the jaws of the dragon, your consciousness fades. You take 45 points of damage. That drops
He'll
you.
be fine. He's been through worse.
That drops you to 0 hit points.
Uh-huh.
Dante, it is your turn.
I have the thing. I'm gonna do the thing. So I'm gonna use my 2 fate points, I believe, as a bonus action to give Ember disadvantage on saving throws. I'm gonna use the book. Did I seen the book yet? Right?
There's an issue with that option. Ember is not a ruinous
What?
challenger.
Oh, that kind of stinks. Do they not just have disadvantage with those anyway? That's fine. Cool. I'll just use the book to cast Vampiric Touch at 8th level.
Alright. Reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Chromatic
Roll it.
counter.
Roll it.
Yeah.
Can I force the reroll instead with my fate thing since it doesn't apply?
Oh no.
Would you allow that instead?
No. Anything else?
That's evil, Jaden.
Smile.
So the thing doesn't go off, so it's unaffected.
Oh, it is very much
Like,
unaffected.
no, the challenge thing, the controller.
As a bonus action? Fine, I'll allow it.
No, like, did that go off at all, or is it still?
I'll allow you to give him disadvantage. Normally you wouldn't, but I'll allow it.
I can't do nothing with it. Or
I
give it
like the
disadvantage
sound
on
of
this.
that, though.
Okay. Does it disadvantage on this, or
This is not a
This is-
saving
it says
throw. This
specifically
is a
saving
roll.
throw? Yeah, it specifically says saving throw.
Yes.
It had to be a 20. You couldn't roll anything else, like a 19. Had to be a 20. You just had to roll the 20.
Any recourse?
Well, that was my action.
Yes, it was.
I mean, I was just gonna really just bleed out, isn't it? Had one cool thing, and you just couldn't let me do it, huh? Fine,
You know how Silver felt the whole last campaign with
fine. I'm just gonna play my
Synaptic
lyric.
Static.
Yeah.
You start playing. Ember's gonna make a legendary action.
Yeah. Because I don't have anything. That's my bonus action. I can't make you think you see
Vault.
because that was my action.
I was like, on who? I guess it's hitting me.
You notice as Ash is impaled by one of the claws,
Oh.
2 death save
Yeah.
fails. And he is, as he's impaled, Kage, you see his broken body slam against the rubble ahead of you. Ash, roll me a private death save, please.
Hey,
How do I
don't
roll
fuck
it
that up,
private?
buddy.
How do I roll it privately?
GM mode,
Slash GM.
and then death save.
On top it should say public or to GM.
Ah, there
Yeah.
we go.
+4.
This is technically a saving throw.
It is-
No. Is it? This one? Oh,
It is.
yes. Death saving throws. Wow. It's in the name.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah.
Roll it. Let's see it. Okay. Now, you cannot make the choice to use a group inspiration, but your group can. And if they make this choice, you have to reroll. For the group,
Does he,
Do you want-
Does he have to use the reroll?
he doesn't. I'm just gonna say
He doesn't have to?
I'm just gonna say it. Alright? Alright?
I will say, Twitch
And-
chat gave us a D4,
Alright?
and we haven't used the other D4, I'm pretty sure.
Ash, do you wish to use a d4?
What am I adding it to my death save?
If you want to.
That means As long as I'm adding it, I should roll it. Probably. Wouldn't hurt.
If you want to. Alright. End of your turn. Ember points a finger. He's gonna cast Fiery Rays. A bolt of scorching energy with a 25. Ash, or rather Kage, you see as Ember points a finger. Well fought. This battle is yours, but the war will be ours. As all 4 rays strike Ash's broken body, the rubble he lies upon is scorched to a darkened crisp as his parts splay out and are incinerated. Volker, it's your turn. You are
I'm
frightened.
gonna stand up.
Yeah, you will.
You are hasty.
Second wind.
Mhm. You regain hit points.
I also I get advantage on my attack roll, and I have Gunner, which means I shoot at normal in melee range.
Through the fear, you point your gun up. You know that so long as a dragon can move, it is dangerous, and you put it down. How does Ember die?
It's talking about killing Ash. Kage might be looking back to see what happened, and right at the back of its head, Volk would just do one shot and kill it before it can say anything else.
A shot from your firearm breaks off Ember's jawline, and as it does, the dragon's eyes roll back. His massive form collapses onto the square, where you're all surrounded upon, and cracks the very earth beneath it. Ember is dead. And as he dies, the battle is over.
All right, cool. Dante is going to run over to Ash's body.
I'm looking
Yes.
for my girlfriend in the afterlife.
Cool. I am going. Don't have Revivify. I have the other one, but
I don't
so
think there
we've
is a
got
body.
we've got time. What do you mean?
Jen described it not having a body anymore.
You look over where Ash is. His body is heavily burned. His torso, what remains of it, are not even his bones are truly there. His arms, the hands, the palms are the most visible part, as most of his upper and lower torso are dust. His lower jaw is burned away. His hair is visible, but his eyes are just melted. He is, I want you to understand, a crater on the rubble.
Okay.
So what do you wish to
Not
do?
like I still can't get him back.
Certainly. So what do you wish to do?
Well, I'm gonna put him in a bag of holding for the time being.
What are you going to put in your bag of holding? There is no
Ash.
corpse.
All the pieces.
Sure. You pick up his head, his arms, what remain of them, and his legs. Specifically his feet.
Don't worry, this. Awesome.
Alright. You pack him up.
Mm-hmm.
Alina, what are you doing?
She kind of looks at Ash, but walks over to Ember's corpse. She's kind of staring at it, trying to feel something.
You feel warmth. Quickly fading. Kage, what are you doing?
Watching.
Okay. You
Sitting with
watch
thinking as well.
Ash get picked up. Volk, what are you doing?
She's holding onto her gun still, kind of like her hands are shaking as her fingers go across some of the helm eyes on it, as the words of "you couldn't save the other person," and now she wasn't able to go fast enough to be able to save Ash.
Helm's words reverberate in your mind. They ring true. You see Alina, who would you feel anything when you start to feel magical energy move through Ember?
Me?
Yes.
Maybe? I don't know. I'm
You see
a creature
Ember's
of magic.
You see Ember's massive form shrink ever so slowly as it warps itself, not into a corpse, but the very tiny, tiny form of a black feathered raven.
Hades. Always Hades.
Sort of.
Well, while they're doing that, I'm gonna cast Memorize spells to change up my 7th level spell.
Okay.
Cool. I'm changing it out to Resurrection. That's on my spell list.
Post the
All right,
ability. Post the ability on the Roll20.
Sure will, man.
Thank you.
Well, I lost my character sheet. We have so many tabs.
Is the raven dead?
Make a medicine
Jeez,
check.
that's. Why do you say it like that? It's Memorize spell. That's the spell.
The raven is actually alive.
I'm gonna grab it by the throat.
Yep.
I just lift it.
You lift it up. It is limp. It is unconscious.
Throat.
Memorize spell.
Yep.
That will take a minute, alright?
Yep.
Alina, you're holding on to the raven.
Hmm.
Anything you wish to do?
Again, I'm just kind of looking at it like she's trying to surge that anger that she knows she should be feeling. But it's just not there. So she's not squeezing it, she's not trying to harm it, she's just kind of holding it and staring at it.
Dante's gonna look over. It's like, okay, they're all right.
Kage is not our.
Yeah, I don't think Kage's.
Am I just a piece of meat and pile of bones to you guys? You have a very powerful necromancer here. Just saying, I can work a lot with a singular body piece.
He got destroyed. That's not alright. You shouldn't be so nonchalant about bringing him back like that.
He's punching you in the face, Dante.
I'll say.
But seriously, he's gonna take a swipe at Dante, right?
All right, go for it.
Go for it.
Unarmed strike. You do have advantage because he does not see it coming.
I think 17 plus.
Oh, eyes,
odd.
Jen. So
I think 22 hits.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
You get punched in the face hard.
Now, okay, listen. I get it. You're all upset. You all should be feeling some type of emotion. I understand. His story doesn't end here. Look on the bright side of things. I can bring him back to life. You just need to go back, go to the castle, figure some stuff out, and then get him back. I've got plenty of time.
Volk does look.
Ash,
over
what do
to
you think? And I look at Ash's ghost.
Ash's ghost is shrugged.
Before you look at Ash's ghost, Volker, what were you saying?
She would hold her hands out, having put the gun, the rifle, on her back, and she holds her hands out right under the bird. May I?
Sure.
And she'll gently hold on to the bird, with its feathers, just kind of like trying to figure out what it is.
Make an
Like,
It's
Arcana
a
check.
gift from the Raven Queen.
What did you say, Jen? I'm sorry.
An Arcana check, as you hear
Okay.
Alina say what she said.
Nope.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Yes. And it might as well be for you, Volk. It might as well be. Alina, you are honestly not sure. It might be a divine gift, but this is very weird. Why would it become a bird? Why would its body transmute into a bird?
I'm gonna open the Raven's eyes open to see if they're, Raven or Draconic.
Okay. As you fiddle with the bird,
Don't say it like that.
one moment. You call upon his ghost. Ash's ghost is not here.
Rich people have their own special heaven.
Dang, he's right.
Can you see ghosts, Dante?
Yes. We've established this.
What you see is that where he should be, his ghost is flying above everyone. It is floating away.
Can I roll performance to call out to him?
Of course.
Okay. I've got all the low rolls out for performance today. Now is the time. It's still a low roll spot. Cool. 18.
You want to keep that?
You know what? No, because it's a 3 on the die. So I'll use one of my own personal inspiration. Dear God, what the
22.
22?
You want to
That's
keep that?
better. No, it's still lower. I can get better. I can do better. I know the dice will do better.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Ash, you felt your last moments in this world being very warm. You kept your friend alive and safe. If you hadn't done that, if you hadn't healed his wounds, it's likely that instead of you, Kage would be dead right now. Do you feel satisfied, sad, angry? How do you feel with your life?
Overall, pretty content with it, or at least where he ended up. He's a little disappointed he didn't actually get to kill a dragon like Great Grandpa Van did, but he died fighting one, so that's close enough.
One more question. What is Ash's favorite animal?
An otter.
You are a spectral otter as you are floating up into the air. You feel like you're going somewhere else. That you are going to live a different life. This is a feeling you received the moment you died. You lived, you perished, but you will not go somewhere else. The world welcomes you. It will take you back, and you will be reborn. You will live again, and you will die again. And the cycle of life will continue. And then you feel a God's presence. As something has gone seriously awry, you feel the presence of a very old entity as this is a being I don't believe Ash has met, but would know from Van's stories. It's one of his friends from back when he was an adventurer. He doesn't look like much like he did before, but he's recognizable. As to why he's here, well, the soul of a hero being put back to the cycle of reincarnation, well, a soul like Ash's would make quite the ripple effect, even if he wasn't an anchor of destiny. The process has already begun. He's already transmuting into what his next life would be. There is no body to return to. If they were to call him back, seriously powerful magic would have to be evoked. The one who's dead, he can make it happen. But Ash's memories are already eroding of who he was. I'm gonna have to make a question here for Ash. If you were to go back to life, if you were to live your days as the man you were, with the hardships you have experienced and likely will experience going forward, or would you be willing to live a life much more peaceful, much more calm, much more simple, without the expectations that are placed on your shoulders, without the baggage that comes from being a scion of a man as great as your great-grandfather, without the need to prove yourself, without the friends you've made across your journey? Would you do it? Would you go back?
Yes, because he would rather suffer to save someone else from it.
From the god's perspective, the little otter is clawing slowly down to the ground. It is too weak to resist the pull of the vortex, but it wants to go back. To let a spirit roam the world without being able to affect it can drive an entity mad if it happens for a long period of time. Dante is not likely to wait too long. He's already eager to bring him back, but a spirit that lingers is, well, a danger. It is a natural. Would Ashfall allow for Ash to linger?
Not only linger, he'd do it himself. As with the people he's already made dealings with. There's people with darker plans for the world than his own. And this one has already performed quite well in opposing them.
Then as Ashfall's gaze falls upon Ash, a miracle is easy to perform for a god who is benevolent and kind. Within the middle of the plaza, there's a disturbance. Dante can see some of what is happening. Ash's soul, transmuted to that of an otter, suddenly is junted into your bag. And you see celestial light shine through it.
He will open his bag like fuck, 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 fuck.
As you struggle to get the bag open, for his kindness, Ashfall has performed a miracle in the name of the world, for the sake of his past friendships, for the vow and oath he has made. The price? His gaze was on one place for a few seconds. The ruinous power of control moves its pieces elsewhere. To what end? It doesn't matter. Not to these people. And not now. Dante, you open the bag. And from the bag, you see a buck-naked human man. Ash, you have returned to life with 1 hit point.
I slap him on the face and throw my jacket over him. Wake up! Up!
I had the most adorable paws. I think I saw a friend. I just land in the fucking dirt.
You fall over.
Yeah.
As you fall over, the cloak catches fire.
Oh, man, that was my favorite cloak. That's my only cloak.
Alina, Kage, and Volker, you notice as Ash is miraculously restored to life.
Alright, bud, you gotta get up. I hand him a break to cover his indecency.
Roll for dick size.
No.
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 It's like, we are not doing that now. Because Dante will roll and he'll get max, and then he'll be, what the fuck?
There is one thing I have to take care of, because I'm going to be a little cruel. I know. Ash, from your inventory, you have lost the following.
Oh.
Your
my
chainmail,
awesome armor.
I figured.
your sealed letter for Dante, your other set of chainmail, your longbow, your 17 arrows, your backpack, your dagger,
Not the dagger.
your rations, and the samurai plate.
Aw.
It has all burned away
But I
the
still
moment
have
you died.
Okay, but I still have the Abyssal Tactician armor.
Yes, not on you. That's in the bag.
Yeah. All right, so I gotta.
I will hand him the pants from that. Go. Just wear the cod piece, man.
But I was so good with my longbow, Jen. I had like a 38 hit percentage. I don't think Ash really cares about being viewed naked in general and specific. Oh, he needs a nap.
You really
Yeah.
do. You all do.
No, I'm good.
Alina,
Not at all.
as you're holding onto the bird, you're opening its eye.
Yeah.
To resume from that action, you notice its eye is draconic.
I'm gonna very quickly, like, snatch it from Volk's hands and, like, slam it down. Not to hurt it.
You slam it down.
Volk would... Can I not do so?
Uh,
Volk would
you,
try to stop her.
you see, Volk like reaches away, like, no, you don't get to slam the bird down.
Draconic. What is this trick? What are you doing?
Is it answer?
There is no answer.
Is it still unconscious?
So it is.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take some rope.
Okay.
We'll tie it. We'll
No.
tie it. I'm not gonna hurt it.
I can hold
Not
on
yet,
to
at
it
least.
right now.
No, I don't trust it.
I don't either. But
It's still draconic.
I know it is.
You
If
can hold
anything-
on to it, but please let's tie it up.
I'll bind it in. She'll grab her scarf and just tie it.
So
it
get
can't-
your scarf to the
Oh yeah,
captain.
never mind. She'll wrap it up in her cloak then that she has,
Okay.
Okay.
like a little baby.
Real quick, while I'm sort of torn between two scenes, but as I'm watching the thing, does my patron have anything to say about this Raven here?
You watch over. You only feel that you have to be very vigilant.
Okay. My hand's gonna come off my short bow. I'm gonna
Well,
turn around and go
well-
and hug Ash.
Volk, you can hold on to it, but I will not let it out of my sight.
Just go to Ash right now.
No, he has everybody he needs. I know
Actually,
you're a
guys,
dragon
we
killer.
should all kind of group together real quick and make our way back.
That's true. I'm gonna take a quick fly around to see what's the situation.
What is the situation? Alright. The situation is bad. With Ember dead, the Crescendo forces who are still here, almost as if instinctually, around you begin to flee. The battle is won. And their leadership dead, your enemies have no reason to stay here. But the damage is severe. The city is broken. And it will take a very long time for it to be rebuilt. No immediate dangers around you.
Dante's just going to help Ash up, or at least attempt. He's going to grab his right hand with his left hand and unattach it, and then give him that, and then try to help him out that way. That way, he just dislocate the other one.
Ash is saying things, but they don't seem to make a lot of sense.
It's okay, bud. You know, people get that on their first time back. You know, you'll get used to it. You know what? You don't. No, you won't. My bad. You won't get used to being brought back from the dead. I'm usually better at. I look to Kai. I'm usually better at this when they come back. I've been out of practice.
Mhm.
As for Volk,
Uh,
who looks around, you would see in the distance, far away, a white draconian figure walk away very quickly. He must have seen what has happened. But now is not the time for reunions. Later.
yes.
It seems that they're retreating. They know Ember's dead. So that's good.
Is there a non-burning building anywhere?
There's a couple broken ones, but the safest
there a-
location is the
is-
castle.
Yeah. Well, no. Is there a Is there like a closet I can just raid for some clothes that would fit Ash?
Make an
Since he
investigation
burned my
check.
cloak.
I mean, I have my spare kimono, but he's much smaller than me.
If you just leave me naked, my legend will only grow.
You can't be indecent.
He has pants on, right? Like, come on.
He's got the
I have
cock
boots.
piece, man.
The
I
cock.
have a whole set of armor in the bag.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, the metal bits.
Let's show this
And-
off.
I don't think you understand. That shit ain't supposed to be on dry skin. 18.
that's skill
18.
issue.
You find the clothes that you will need within one of the nearby houses, miraculously, just buried under rubble. You can pick them up from the rocks and broken pieces of wood.
They're just a size too small.
It is a size too big, actually.
Too big. Ah, damn it. Something to be two size too small. But alright. And I will help get Ash dressed.
Certainly.
And then we will make our way to the king.
You make your way towards the castle, I take it.
Mhm.
I'm asking the whole party here.
Well, at least Dante and Ash are.
Gotta meet up with the rest of the people.
Yep. Alina is not letting the bird out of her side.
What's up with the bird? I wasn't looking at that.
It's a dragon. It's Ember.
Okay,
Or it is draconic. I don't know.
can we kill it?
I want
I
to
would
talk
rather-
to it.
Yeah, I'd rather we talk to it to see what's going on.
Man, I feel like this goes so wrong so fast. Okay,
As you head back
I
to the
will-
castle,
trust yourself.
As you head back to the castle, you will find Superbia, Benevolt, and Huldrum escorted outside of the throne room by members of the royal guard.
Oh, you got kicked out? Oh, the whole. Did y'all get kicked out?
No. We witnessed the death of Ember from the castle's walls. It is prudent to call down the barrier now, but the king has given us leave.
Okay, we need to probably meet with the rest of our companions as well.
Of course. That is where we were heading to. And you will meet
Awesome.
with the rest of your bridge companions. I need to roll some dice.
So let's
Yep.
see
Oh, shit.
our
Yeah, who's alive?
Give me a sec.
Please tell us Tabra's alive. Please.
Well, if it's anything with death flags, it's the cat boy that died.
No.
Jim loves the
Correct.
kill romance
You
option.
see-
I lost my girlfriend. You lose yours too.
You will see the following. From your companions, you see Kurathos, Who is limping, but is otherwise unharmed. Astrea is holding on to Tawari. Tawari has multiple wounds on her. Deep ones. But she's smiling. Astrea is looking relatively unharmed, but very worried. Ayala is, well, unconscious. She is being dragged by a member of the Royal Guard away from the rest of you. As for Tabris, he is very slowly moving, mortally wounded, dragging his longsword on the ground behind him.
Dante was going to roll up his sleeves, and he's going to start expending spell slots to heal them.
Sure thing.
First time he's ever done this in front of you. Call me a shitty necromancer. Motherfucker, I fucking heal too. How many of these spells would you like for me to cast?
Imagine that all of them are mortally wounded except for Astrea and Kurathos. Kurathos is
Okay,
bloodied,
cool.
Astrea is barely unharmed.
Since we're all fine, I will give.
You ask about Galera.
Seventh.
That's a very good question.
Yeah.
Galeran is
Oh,
nowhere to
okay,
be seen.
yeah.
As you look around, Astrea catches your gaze and she leans in. You don't have to worry, he's alive. He is wary, however. He prefers to go and call the day off. He's gone into hiding. He does not believe that the king will be very happy to see him. He is a traitor to the kingdom, after all.
Nice.
You heal up your companions.
Yep.
You feel really tired, all of you.
I feel very tired, and I also feel very hungry.
You also
You
feel,
have a stomach?
yeah,
No, but yeah,
I don't want to know what you.
Oh, I see.
I
I
just
see.
I eat time.
Dante, as you're healing
Yeah,
your
sure.
companions, Tabris is a wreck. Give me a wisdom save.
Oh no.
Oh no. 17.
You
Hey!
are holding on to him as you are closing his wounds, and though he's barely breathing, you catch yourself as you're inches away from him. You close your mouth before anything can go wrong. You're really hungry.
Okay. Ikage, you want to do me a favor? Would you mind giving up a little bit of time?
I'll say you will have time to do what you need to do because your bodies have been pushed beyond your limits. A long rest will not be enough to give you the benefits that you need to regain your expended resources nor your hit points. You will need to spend downtime treating yourselves. What level are
So
you?
my bones. 13.
Not
Did
high
you level
enough.
up? It'd be funny enough. Get enough
You-
experience for this fight to level up.
Oh, you will receive the benefits of a level up because of your splendid performance, I will say.
Woohoo! Oh
And
my
you're
God.
also out of commission for 14 weeks in universe.
Ooh,
Weeks.
holy shit.
Yes.
Oh, dude,
Weeks.
this is the vacation I needed.
3 whole months
Yes.
in a
Because
ruined city.
your bodies have been pushed way beyond what most mortals can or should do.
My first month is in a
Ash-
whole body cast, I'm sure.
Ash especially.
Yeah.
Ash, you are spending most of those weeks in deep, deep care. And a lot of things will happen. But most of that, we can wait for next session where you will tell to one another what you wish to do during that downtime. For now, assume that you will be resting for the most part. And when we return, we will see what happens. But that's gonna be us for today.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Holding,
I'm not gonna be here next week, so can I ask something first?
of course.
We probably will start resting very, very soon, right? Will anything happen with the bird?
I'll inform you.
Volk is keeping the bird, so if anything happens, Volk will probably tell you.
Oh, Alina's not letting you go, though. Like, she's like, oh, you holding on to that? I'm gonna be right next to you.
Okay, because that means you're gonna have to do downtime stuff with me, but Volk called claims on keeping an eye on the bird, because she is the Dragon Reaper.
So, we will deal with that next session. For now, much like your characters, take some time off. We will see each other next week. Congratulations, Ember is dead. The war is
Quote,
not
unquote.
over. And we will return next time. Until then, we are going to be raiding another person. I'm going to be sending the stream over there. The person you are going over is Dan Jones, who's playing Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion.
Nice.
What a
Hey,
terrible
the remake is pretty good.
what a terrible fate I am bestowing upon you all. Say bye everybody to the chat.
Bye everybody to the chat.
Everybody to the chat.
I will never do this.
Fair enough. And until next time, rest well, take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you.
And stay beautiful.
Bye bye.